Bowman. I'm a music video director, feature film director. I'll be working on a couple new feature films in the next 2 years. Well, this project's been a long time coming because I've been working with Don Trump and I've been working with Test Me for a while now. I did a record-breaking 40 videos for Test Me that we basically shot and finished in 40 days. Well, 30 days actually. And we did a campaign virally for him and pushed it, and it got a lot of good results. Don Trump, I've been working with Don for a while, and Don's I sit and watch Don grow from a local producer to like a national producer, international, like just doing a lot of work that a lot of people don't even know about. So y'all gotta really peep and dig deep on who Don Trump is. But he took on the whole rap as far. He's always been able to rap. He's always been writing rhymes and everything. And then when he really took it to the next level and said, you know what, I'm gonna go straight to the artist side, I said definitely I want to be a part of it because I know what it's gonna be. And sure enough, you know, he's coming into his own, from Artscape to AFRAM to, you know, he's doing shows in Toronto, Canada. I mean, it's just growing, it's blossoming every week. So I see something different from him every week. So I had to basically grab hold of that and say, you know what, let's create something new and different. And finally, I got him and Test Me in the studio to do a track, which I was pushing for probably about 6 months before it actually happened. And when it finally happened, we knew it was a hit, and so we said, let's do the video. So check that out. It's gonna be playing on, you know, radio, 92Q, PGC, whatever, in the next few weeks. So check that out. Well, Sleeping Giant came about where, you know, I've always wanted to do film. Always wanted to do like direct music videos. I used to rap back in the day, and you know, back then it was hard to really get a good director for affordable price. So I started just doing videos, and for long I was a director. I didn't even know I was a director. People start calling me a director. So, you know, that's the truest testament. When you get being called a director and you don't even know, you know what it is. So basically I started doing videos with people like Boss Man, 100 Grand Man locally. Then I got a gig with DMX, did a gig with Waka Flocka, Tony Austin. Just a lot of different stuff. Had my own DMV show called The Block, where we interviewed and did you talk about Fabulous, Trina, Little Kim, Slim Thug, you name them, I did it. If they came through this region, we had them, you know, on the show. So after doing that, I said, you know what, I'm ready to step up to another level, start doing these films. That's what I'm working on right now. I got a video for Don next week for a song that's playing on the radio now called Beautiful. And I'm back to my writing on 2 of my features, so I'm trying to get the post-production on those features done so that I can finally get into production. I got financing for them, and really it's just a matter of time for me to really start pushing those. But I got to free my plate. I got a lot on my plate right now, as you can see. With Test Me blowing up, with Don blowing up, I can't walk away from that. So you'll see. Just give me a couple months, give me a year. You'll see the new stuff blossoming and blooming for Sleeping Giant. Oh, Baltimore! I can't believe I took this long to talk about them, man. I mean, they're a phenomenal band. They are the band, the Baltimore band, like the DMV band. These guys, what people don't realize is they play with professionals. They're not just a local group band, like a bunch of people from the neighborhood. These dudes play with everybody who you can name. And to get them together, just to come together today, we couldn't even get all of them together today for the video. We got most of them, but we couldn't get everybody because they already had engagement stuff that was they were promised to. But these guys are phenomenal, man. They're true musicians. Half of them are producers themselves. So it's like when you get that kind of talent together, you always gonna have something explosive. There's always gonna be somebody who's gonna surprise you from a live venue, even in the video today. I'm expecting something crazy today. Plain and simple. Somebody who's basically didn't take limitations and who basically took what he had and tried to make something better out of it. So when you see what I do, you know, you've seen it before, but then you see my little signature on everything I do. So that didn't come from anything but perseverance and creativity and basically a drive to be successful at what I do. So and that's anything, no matter what it is. I don't care, filmmaking, acting, construction, I don't care what it is. I'm doing it, I'm doing my best at it. So see myself having a successful feature film. I see myself basically directing more videos for Tess and Don on a bigger scale, you know, amongst bigger companies, because that's the direction we're going. I see Baltimore Motown blowing up. I see being busy for a lot of creative people who are gonna be driving me crazy. That's what I see. To get where I'm at, I mean, I feel like I'm still growing, so I don't feel like I've accomplished what I'm after at all. But like I said, it just takes believing what I'm doing, loving what I'm doing, and keep pushing myself. You know, self-motivation. I get up every morning knowing that I want to do something, and if I don't do it, it's not going to materialize, so I do it. You know, I always feel like there's no better judge than yourself. And if you stay hard on yourself, and if you don't accept lesser from yourself, then you're always going to do better than the next person can expect. So it's pretty much self-motivation and wanting to see myself in a different light. Wanting my babies, my kids, to see me in a better light. Want my wife to see me in a better light. So and continue to respect me as being a driving force. So it's self-motivation. It would have to be Idris Elba, Sanaa Lathan. I would love to see them in a love story. Not in my current film, but in a future film. I would love to see them in a love story. I think Sanaa is the sexiest thing on TV or whatever. I think she's very underrated, and I think Idris is. I like Idris because Idris represents manhood. You know, you hear about Hollywood, you hear about all the stuff of, you know, a lot of guys being feminine and this ain't about gay or straight. It's just about, you know, a man being a man. And Idris conduct himself like a real man, and that's what I like seeing. I like seeing a dude who real. And he from Europe. It's weird seeing him with that European accent and seeing him talk, but the way he get down, the way he talks, is as if he lived around the corner from me growing up. He's a real dude, and that's what I want to see portrayed. The same as Sidney Poitier said decades ago, about not allowing for your image or yourself to be any interpretation of yourself to tarnish who you are. Like as far as any role that you get, not allowing that to tarnish who you actually are. To look yourself in the mirror, look your parents in the face and say, I did that, and for them to stand behind it. So I would like actors like that to be in my films. I would love to do something. I would love to see him become this big Hollywood, I don't know if action star, but this epic actor to basically do roles like Hannibal, or do a role that depicts a famous black person in history, but do it right. You know, now Denzel, of course, everyone wants to work with Denzel, but I'm setting my sights on the newer, you know, Denzel did everything. So I'm looking at someone like Idris. I think he's at the top of his game. I think he's going to grow. I think he's going to win an Oscar sooner or later. Get the right role. I would love for it to be a role in one of my films.
No matter where you go, they can't take your place. Girl, you got my soul like Amazing Grace, and that's why, yeah.
It's all about you.
All about you, girl.
And I'm down for whatever you wanna do.
What you wanna do?
Yeah,
This is Gearie the Grench Bowman of Sleeping Giant Media, and you've just been plugged in.